Now, welcome to the episode 2 of the Networking Diaries. Today we're cleaning up our growing network using VLANs, but here's the twist. We're doing it with just layer 2 switch, and yep, no routers, no layer 3 switch, but still totally segmented and organized, and as we can see, scalable. As we can see on our topology, logical topology, we have Network Diary, episode 2, which is the VLAN in action, segmented but connected. Our main address again, 172.168.0/17. And today, our objectives is to build topology with 3 switches, 9 PCs, 3 PCSH with trunk links, create VLAN 10, 20, and 30, assign the VLAN to access ports and set trunk ports, assign IP address per VLAN subnets, and test the connectivity within the same VLANs. And here's the addresses of the VLAN. For VLAN 10 we have 172.172.10.0/24 255.255.255 subnet mask, and a default gateway of 172.172.10.254. And you can also see the specific IP address and ports that those PC is connected to the switch, and that we will configure later on. For example, the PC1 is on VLAN 10 and is connected to the switch through fast Ethernet 0/1 port. And yeah, now let's define the VLAN and let's start on configuring the switches. And now let's define our VLANs and think of the VLAN as a virtual room which is grouped by specific roles. Let's go to switch 1, CLI, need to enable ST, which is short for configuration terminal, VLAN 10, which is stated here inside of our topology. Let's name it student. VLAN 20. Name faculty. And lastly, the VLAN 30. Name staff. Exit. And we will repeat this process for switch 1, 2, and 3. But for now, let's focus on switch 1. And now let's go to the assigned VLANs to the access ports, and we will also configure the trunk mode for switch interactions across switches. First is int FA021, which is the port 1 for PC1. We need to switch port access and switch port access for VLAN 10, since VLAN 10 is the one that is assigned to PC1. Oops. The exit as well, and FA022. Same procedure. Just press the arrow up on your keyboard to access what you have typed on the commands earlier for faster and more efficient commanding. VLAN 10 as well. Exit again, and FA023, which is a VLAN 20. We need to exit as well, and this last configuration on FA024 is what we need to do, is the trunking, so it can connect on the other side of the switch and communicate on the other VLANs that is located on another switch. And FA024 switchport, no trunk. And switchport trunk allow the VLAN 10, 20 and 30, so it can easily go on different switch across our topology and network that we are now configuring. Exit, no shut, and exit. We will do this on the two different switches to check if we can ping and test the connectivity of the certain. And what is this? And we will do it on the two different PC, which is the PC1, PC2 and PC3. No, not PC2, on switch 2. Here we are now down to the switch 2 on configuring the ports and trunking to connect the other PCs and switches across networks, and configure mostly switch 2. And let's go on and do the rest. For PC4 we have FA021 as well, and it is switchport mode access, switchport access VLAN 20. Oh, I forgot, I need to create first the VLANs, so we're gonna do that. Exit VLAN 10, name student, VLAN 20, name faculty, and name, and lastly is the VLAN 30, which is named staff. And now we can do the ports. To exit, int FA021 is a switchport mode access, switchport access VLAN 20, which is now good. Exit, and FA022 again, switchport mode access. It is now VLAN 30, which is PC5, and exit again. Go to FA03, which is a VLAN 10. Exit, and especially the trunking, which is connected through into FA04 again, like the switch 1, FA04, switchport, no trunk, and we will allow. We don't have any. Yes, so we can communicate across VLANs and no shot as well. And now let's go to switch 3. To enable conft hostname as well. Switch 3, and then we're going to create the VLANs. VLAN 10 names to that. VLAN 20 name faculty, and lastly VLAN 30 is named staff. Exit again. The same routine. Ports and FA0 to 1 is VLAN 30. Switchport mode access. Switchport access. VLAN 30. Exit 2 for PCA. Switchport mode access. VLAN 30 again and exit. Again, just press the arrow button for you to do this and go back to your past commands easily. And FA3 for PC9, our last PC, which is a VLAN 10 as well. And now we're going to configure the switch also. The trunking. We need to trunk the FA5 here as well. And exit first and FA025 0/5 rather. Switchport no trunk. Switchport allow VLAN 10, 20 and 30. No shot as well. And let's go back to switch 3. It is now making the activation. It will turn green later on. Where did I stop? Trunking and FA05 0/5 switchport no trunk and switchport trunk around VLAN 10, 20 and 30 as well. No shut, so it will not shut down. And yeah, that's pretty much it for our switches. And those are assigned on their teams, and the switches are talking via trunk links and carry all the VLANs for the VLANs in different switches to communicate and pass packets. And now we're going on the configuring the IP address on the PCs on our topology. Now we are going to assign IP addresses that will help us simulate real networks and task communication for specific VLANs on different switches that we have. IP configuration. Let's go to the PC1. 172.172.10.10 255.255.0 and 172.172.10.254. Let's copy that for VLAN 10. Next. .255.255.255.0 and /20. Since we're at the second, VLAN 10. Another VLAN 10 is PC6, which is a 30, if I'm not mistaken. 255 as well. Paste it, same as the others. And lastly, PC9. PC9 is, yes, a V3. This is 40 since we're down to the fourth PC or VLAN. Paste it. Let's check. No, let's put the other VLANs first before we check the connectivity of the PCs. Let's go to PC2. Oh, we have PC2. PC3 for 172.172.20.10. 255 as well. Same as the others. And we're gonna replace it as 20 and copy those. Another VLAN 20 is PC4. Paste this, paste that. It's 20 second. 255. PC5. That is 30. 255 as well. Paste it. Oh no. This is 30. PC5 is a VLAN 30. We almost got it wrong. 30. PC6 is already configured. PC7 VLAN 30 again as well. VLAN 30. This is the second, so let's make 20. 255. Replace it by 3. And last is this one. Another 30. Oops. Oopsie. 30. Ooh, already taken. Those. We've got it wrong. We accidentally put 30 here on PC5, but we already configured it. And this should work by now. 30.30. Yes, it is not working. No, by 5. Sorry. 30. Now we all have assigned IP address on certain PCs. We are down to our last step, which is desktop connectivity within the same VLANs. To check it, you can send packets for better and faster pinging of certain VLANs. PC1 to PC2, which is successful. PC1 on PC9 as well. PC3 VLAN and PC4 successful. Let's try PC5 with PC successful as well, and that is. And remember, there is no gateway. That is not hard to get in, but that's a wrap for the episode 2. I've just built a segmented, scalable network with VLANs using only layer 2 switches, and everything is clean, separated, and ready for the next level. And next time we'll break those VLANs and we'll introduce a new topic. Until then, don't forget to hit the like, share button with this your classmates and buddies, and subscribe for more networking diaries, and see you on the next episode.